We're here today at Southbrook Allotments in Sawbridgeworth, Hertfordshire, which is one of several Rooted for Wildlife projects that Affinity Water funded in 2024.
We have this area here of abandoned allotment plots, which was becoming a bit of an eyesore. And people said, what can we do? Can we do something for wildlife and increase the biodiversity? And one of our beekeepers said, well, why don't we plant a few fruit trees? Because the blossom would be really good for the bees. So that's how the idea started. The trees will tolerate the mild flooding much better than sort of vegetables and things like that. So we thought about half a dozen trees, and then somebody said Affinity Water have got a grant scheme. And that just increased exponentially what we could do in terms of the amount of trees that we could plant. And now we have this lovely orchard and the area behind me, which is specifically for wildlife, although generally we're increasing the biodiversity. It's just great.
Our journey started about a year ago when we decided to use some of the plots that had been flooding on a regular basis. And to test it out, we got this plot 30, and planted 6 fruit trees, 2 pear, 2 apple and 2 plum. And this was a test to see whether these plants would tolerate the wet conditions. They did, and then we went on to build a orchard and a eco plot. Now we'll walk up to the eco plot. This plot has been designed to bring in wildlife, birds, young small animals, and at the back of it, to help bring in the animals, we have grown 125 whips of various different types of trees. These will grow up to form a thicket, 60 metres square, which will be protection for these birds and animals. After we built the eco orchard, we then did the general orchard of 15 fruit trees, which are heritage fruit trees.
And why this community orchard is so important to our town is that we are noted for a nursery that was run by Thomas Rivers, and it's his 300th anniversary that we are celebrating in the town. Now, why is that important to the town? Well, in this community orchard, and there is one at Thomas Rivers, a very big one, which has been saved for future generations, we've got 13 of those trees from the Thomas Rivers collection. And we're very proud to be connected with the town, with the nursery, and to our new community orchard.
I'm Chris, I'm the clerk of Sawbridgeworth Town Council and run 5 allotment sites across the town. Here at Southbrook, they had regular issues with flooding and the sites were losing plots regularly. Access was reduced as it's right at the start of the allotment site. So money was being put into trying to resolve this and it wasn't being sustainable. So working with the allotment holders, we came up with a plan to start using and claiming this land back through planting of the orchard. So I have 2 rangers that assist with all the land that we manage. We invested some time with the rangers to work with the allotment holders. And whilst we were down here, all the allotment holders came together to work on this project, and it's really brought a lot of the community together.
Together, these restored spaces will give a place for wildlife to thrive and the community a place to connect with nature.